Hi everybody. So today I'm going to do something outside of the norm. A customer of mine has asked me to change the screen and the battery on an iPhone 8 Plus. And yeah, I don't normally do phones, but I'm going to have a go for her anyway. So this will be fun. This is a mat. I'm just going to use it to heat up the phone and soften the adhesive around the screen so I can get the screen off. This may take a little while and you can always fast forward. In the meantime, I've got a replacement screen here with the water seal and battery in here, which I'll open up. So yeah, like I say, feel free to fast forward because this bit takes a while. I'm just going to put it down, face down on the heat mat there. Okay. Okay, so before it gets too hot, I think I'm going to take out the two screws that hold down the screen. Otherwise, I'm going to end up burning my hands. Let's pop these out. Now, I wish I could show you what I'm going to be referencing on my computer here, because I really don't know what I'm doing. But I'm going to go to the iFixit site and just have a look at what needs to be done. I think the earpiece has to come off the get fitted onto this screen as well. Like I say, I don't do phones, but hey, what the hell. Give it a go. Right. Yeah, like I say, sorry I can't show you this bit, but yeah. Excuse me. So just to mention that it's quite smashed up here, so when you're trying to pull it off, it could crack the glass and could splinter and just leaves you with a load of cleaning up to do, I guess. I do suggest you put like a tape over it, but I don't think it's bad enough for me to worry about that. Another thing I believe is you don't want to go in too deep as you're trying to pry off the screen and pull it up. because there's some cables in there and you could damage something. So also this home button has to be moved across because it's the fingerprint reader. Yeah. Okay, wow, that's hot. Could fry an egg on that. Okay, so the iFixit site, it recommends that you don't put your plectrum in further than 3mm. And I think the dodgy cable's that side. Hang on, let's double check. If that was that way, here, so it'd be this side. So right here, apparently there's a delicate cable. So you don't, in fact, you want to avoid this area apparently with the pry tool or the plec or whatever it is you're going to use. Hot, hot. The kit came with some tools. I do have some other screwdrivers that are better quality, but you know what, by the time I find out which ones I should have, I may as well just stick with the freebies you get. As I say, I hate doing phones anyway. I don't normally do it, but I know this customer really well, and she's like, if it doesn't work, I'm going to bin it anyway. So I said, fine, if that's the case, I'll give it a go. So more packaging. That's for sticking down the battery once you take the old one out. And this is the battery. There we go. You have to take this plastic crap off. I don't know if you can hear dogs barking in the background, but if you can, I apologise for that. But the dogs do be crazy around here. Let's take this off. Put that there. And this is the screen, the replacement screen. Okay. Okay, just put that there. And this is the water seal. Come on. There we go. Great. Exciting. And this is a screen protector, which I I may or may not put that on, I don't know yet. I might give it to her to do. Right, let's put that there. Shit, that's hot. Obviously the phone's switched off, right? That's the first thing you've got to do. Cloth, so I don't burn myself when I'm trying to pry the screen. Like I say, feel free to fast forward here, because even I'm bored. Ouch. Yeah. This is a little suction cup. I'm going to push down, pull up, get a bit of leverage. I have got a better tool for this actually. I've got one of those clampy things, but this will do. It's fine. I don't like those clampy things that you squeeze. I just feel like you don't get enough control and it could like force the screen up too quickly and cause problems. What I do like to use to go round, I know they normally say use one of these, right? And I do use these eventually. But to begin with, I've got these little thin plastic things. These are quite good for getting the bezels off of laptop screens when they glue them down. I use this with alcohol and I don't have to heat the screen, believe it or not. I can just use this with some alcohol and work my way around the bezel. So I'm going to use one of these to kind of get this going and see if it works. It'll probably melt. This mat's so hot, but I'm just going to trim it here where I've used it before. It's a bit fat around the edges. Just grab the scissors. Trim the rough edges off like that. I mean, I don't know if that's, I don't think that's hot enough yet. Let me leave it there. If I was going to do this on a regular basis, which I'm not because I hate repairing phones, you can get these kind of waiter gloves. They're quite thin. I think they do them on Amazon, surprise, surprise. And they're meant for waiters that hold hot plates in restaurants, and they're very fine. So you've still got the dexterity and the feel and the touch. So ouch. Okay, so now I wish I had the waiter gloves. I might try and zoom in a bit. There we go. So hot. Ouch. Yeah, you see, it's actually, I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. This thing will definitely melt in a minute. Well, I could zoom in, but then it's going to be a bit awkward. You can see the screen's lifting a little bit, so just got to be very, very careful and not go in too far. Yeah, it's starting to get a bit tight there. Ah, come on. I apologise if my bald head gets in the way. Hopefully it's not. I can't really see what's being videoed, so I'm just going very gently around the edge. And this is why I like this thin thing here. Just keep going. I can feel it starting to give way, but I can also see that the plastic opening thing is starting to melt from the heat, but that's fine. They're disposable. I think I bought a pack of like 50 when I got them. Wow, that's definitely melted. Let's see. Okay, it's starting to come away. Yeah, see if I can get the slightly thicker one in. And I've got to remember not to go deep at all. Really, I need a couple of these. I've got a box of them. I might have to you just leave them in so it doesn't, the screen doesn't stick down again. And I mean, I've got to tell you, the screen is hot, yeah? I mean, you do have to get it really hot. This mat is decent. Get rid of that because that's just starting to melt. I'm pulling up slightly, so very careful pressure. You can see here where the screen's already cracked. That's going to give me problems. So, right, it's starting to lift now. Oh, so hot. Yo. Like I say, if I was going to do this on a regular basis, I would get those gloves, I think, those waiter gloves. And this is where I've got to be careful. You can see the screen starting to want to crack. It is pretty smashed up, but it's also starting to lift. Can you see that? Ow. Hot, hot, hot. Yeah, it's going to be tricky here. There we go. Right, I'm just checking on the iFixit site because I don't know which way the screen should flip up. Okay, so it flips up from, where's that? Okay, so it needs to flip up that way. Ouch. Hot, hot. I'm just going to put this in, if I can pick it up. I'm going to stick one of these in so it doesn't stick back down. Ouch. Oh my god, that's so hot. Okay. That's pretty much coming off. Ooh, that's hot. Ouch. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off now because I think that's hot enough. It's done its trick. And just cut some of the tape. And I've got to be really careful because, like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. So let's see where the cables are. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so it flips up this way. What I'm going to do, just temporarily, I'm just going to pop that here. And I'm going to get rid of the heat mat because it's done its job. Take the screws out. Can you see the screws? Let me just check. I can't even see. Oh yeah. All right. I'm just going to move these screws over here for now. And take the phone off the mat. I don't need the heat. It's too bloody hot. Hang on. Ouch. 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 Okay. Get rid of that. And let's get the my regular mat here. Push that out. Grab those. Put the screws here. Right. How much of that can you see? Too much? I think that's fine. I'll try and zoom in if I can when I'm doing, I don't know, some bits. Right, so let's just get the phone back here. So, hang on. I have a plastic box here just to hold the screen up like that. So first thing I'm going to do really is disconnect the battery. I want to zoom in so you can maybe see a little bit better. There we go, I think. Okay. Now, let's see which screwdriver. Okay, you've got to try and remember the order you're taking them out, obviously, because they're different lengths. You put the wrong one in the wrong hole, you're in trouble. Okay. Come out. Okay, so I want to work out which one is the battery. Let's have a look. That's the battery. Goes down here. So I think this is the battery here, so I'm just going to pop that off. I use my finger now. I find it's more effective. Okay, maybe not. Let's try it with a spudger. You've got to be really careful. Don't want to damage anything. There we go. Maybe that's not the battery. Hang on. Is that the battery or not? Yeah, I think that is the battery. That's fine. Yeah, 100%. Okay, that's the battery. So that's the battery disconnected. So now I can go ahead and just start removing the cables for the screen, the digitizer and the LCD. Again, I will use a spudger. Still hot, this phone. Cool. Let's just rub that out real gentle. There you go. Take this cable out here as well. So this is the wrong screwdriver. Okay, hang And normally I would do something like this under the microscope, so then I don't have to guess which screws are what and what screwdriver to use, but you know, you can just put it in and if it fits, there you go. Don't ask me to tell you what the actual sizes are and what the screwdrivers are called. You can get all that on the iFixit website. I really don't care. I just want to get the job done, to be honest. I don't, like I say, I don't do these sort of repairs normally, so I'm not interested in learning all about what the screwdrivers are called. And I know they got like 3 prongs. Okay, where's my tweezers? Let's just grab that. Okay. This is what I mean. Might be better off coming in at a different angle. I can't get my fingernail in there. That sucks. Okay. I'll try coming in at a different angle. Let's get rid of that. There's a real, I don't want to swear, but there's a real F for this. You know, this spudger, it's not doing the trick. Let me, let me see if I can get my fingernail. No chance. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna see if I can get my iSessimo tool and use that. I generally don't like using I don't like using metal, but hey, if I'm careful and don't want to knock off any capacitors off the board, because then I am in trouble. There you go. Alright, so that's that. It still feels like something's holding it down. Hold on. There's another cable here. I can feel it. But where is it? Oh yeah, here. There you go. There's another one here. I'll use my thumbnail. Or maybe not. Let me try it. Yeah. Okay, that's off. Great. So that's the screen off. Now, you know what? I'm gonna sort the screen out first, and then do the battery, and then test the screen, and then do the battery afterwards. All right, I think that's a better way to approach this. So there you go. Like I say, I'm working in the dark here. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just. Hey. Oh. Crap, I thought it was the wrong screen for a minute there. Do not apply pressure to the screen. I'm getting a lot of reflection with this light I've got. I believe this comes off, right? Okay, this is. So if that went there. And then that would come down over the top. Seems like yeah, I think this metal shield has to come off. And this fingerprint reader and home button has to come over. Alright. So we've got the screw there, screw there, screw there. There'll be a cable there. And we've got a screw at the side here, because I think this metal plate has to come off as well. Or does it? I don't know. What I'm going to do is take this off so everything looks a bit more familiar. Okay. Okay. What's that? Oh, that's just the tape. The seal. God, this is boring. How do people do this for a living? Let's see if I can just... I'm just going to move these across here. So I'm guessing the cable for the home button runs across here. It'll plug into there. You know what, I'm going to start putting the screws here so I don't get myself in a pickle. That way I know that's screw. That way I know that that screw goes in there, that screw goes in there. You know what, sorry about that, I just realised what I was doing wasn't actually on the camera. So basically I've just taken this screw out and this screw out, and I've put them here. This is the new screen. And I put the screws here so they line up, so I don't get myself in a muddle. So let's take the center screw out here for the home button. Oh crap. Okay, put that there. And then that's for that. Yeah. And then, yeah, okay, so that'll come up. Got to remember that this bit sits on the top. Alright. That goes on top of everything else. Okay, here's the home button. So that's crucial that I get that right. And then this has to get clipped up. You know. I don't know if you can see that, but I think the cable runs under here. Screw here, screw here. This must be like a heat plate to get rid of the heat. And then the cable runs up and under. So I'm guessing that this will pop up. There you go. Man, I'll tell you what, I need to really do this under my microscope because I cannot see what's going on here. But then if I do that, you won't be able to see it because I haven't got the microscope rigged up to the camera yet. Let me have a look anyway, see if I can do it. Oh no, I think that's still connected. Do you know what, I'm going to take this heat plate off. I'd feel a bit more comfortable. Get rid of this. Right. Screw there. Okay. What else? Okay, I got this here. That is a different one. Let's see. That looks like a little Phillips. So it's not this one. This looks like it's got 3 prongs. Yeah, if you've got a microscope, I would highly recommend you do this bit under a microscope. Let's see. No. Come on, man. Is this Phillips? No. No, that's not. What the hell? Is it this? No, that's way too small. Ah, these. Hang on. Come on. This one? Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's for that. Okay. I'm going to put that screw there. So I know it's for that hole. I'm doing this purely out of memory. I just don't know if I should be, but I think that's all of them out. Yeah. Okay. There's a couple up here that'll probably have to come out. So I don't know if I have to move this over first. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's a interesting. What's this? Something going on here. Wow. Okay, so that's the cable from there. What have they done here? Okay, so this cable I've got already, so I don't need to worry too much about that. I think, let me see. I've got to remember that. And that goes through. Where's this? I think this is just stuck on. Let me see. Yeah, this bit's just, I think it's just stuck here, and you meant to. Okay, let me see. I might have to take this over to the microscope to have a quick look, but I'm trying not to. Oh man, see if I can get a bit more light here. Sorry if this is all going off camera, but what? Yeah. Okay. I think this has to come off here. I'll try and keep my head out of the way, but I think this peels off. Okay, I could have done a better job with the peeling, but I have other tape. I can use that to secure it afterwards. Okay. Jeez, man. Right. Okay. So they both got to go through that hole. Okay, so I've just got to remember they both go through the hole, right? And then I'll watch the screws. Need to get those out now. I can't actually see what type of screw they are. This is why I would normally go under the scope. Let me just put this thing in here. Somewhere I've got these magnifying glasses as well. I might put them on in a sec, might help. Right, so I just got to try and remember where these go. No, different screw. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's still being held down. Oh, actually, they both, I've got to remember they both go under. Alright, hang on. Will that just pull out? Yeah, that pulls out, so that dosh and it goes under. So effectively, so I'm trying to do it while my memory's fresh, because otherwise I'll have to start looking on the iFixit website and it slows everything down. So something like that. And then yeah, like that. Like that. Obviously I'll tidy it up and line it up a bit better than this. This is just to give me a rough idea. So we'll go like that. But what about this? I still haven't dealt with this. So that goes up there. Even though that this bit looks like it's popped up, I don't think it actually has. Let me see. No, I think the whole connector's popped up. I need to try and separate that. This would be fun. So I need to get in underneath the shield here and try and separate those two. damage the mhm. No, I don't know. There you go. See that? Okay, that's come off. Stress. Okay, now. So that's the bit that belongs to the screen. Okay, what I'll do is just use a bit of tape just to keep that out of the way so I don't have to contend with too many things at the same time. So I'm just gonna take that there and hopefully push that out of the way so I can focus on getting the home button out. Now if I damage this cable, that's it. It's screwed. Because the home button will work, but the fingerprint reader won't. So I'm just gently pushing under to cut through the adhesive and right, that got it going. So I'm going to use these tweezers now and see if they're any better. Nice and gently. Do you know what? I might zoom in so you can see this a bit better. Bear with me. If I move that up there, that's it. I'm afraid that's as much as I can zoom in. So I'll work on that from there. Let me just move that out of the way. I'll try not to mess these screws up. And gently, gently work away at the adhesive. Okay, right, that's released the cable for the home button. Right, and now let me flip that over. This will be secured as well. You see that? That's popped the home button out. So I can just thread that through now, okay? There's plenty more to come off this, but I'm just gonna move this over. And this goes on afterwards, so I'm gonna take this off first actually. Hang on, because this goes afterwards. So let's just get rid of that. Okay, let's focus on the home button. And I think before I can put the home button in, there's a protective cover on this. I won't take the whole thing off. What I'll do is I'll just snip the bit that I'm working on here. So I can, I'm just going to cut enough off so I can work on the home button. There you go. Okie dokie. Hopefully you're still in. Yeah. Right, so let's see. How did I do this? Okay, so this comes up like that. Right. Yeah. Just flip that over. Okay, that seems okay. And right, there's no extra glue there. What is this? Hang on. Okay, this doesn't make sense to me. What have I done here? Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, that's okay. That's okay. What I'm going to do is actually tape the home button down from the underside because it just keeps falling out and moving. No, I won't do that. Well, I'll try without. Hang on. I need to get that up, basically. Yeah, like that. Move that out of the way and let this drop down in its place. There you go, like that. I hope you can see that. And it's still a bit sticky, so hopefully it will stay. You can see what I mean about the home button. I'm having to keep my finger under there. And there are these little grooves here and holes. And you've got to get from what I can see anyway, I got to get them in the holes. There you go. So that's gone in that hole. And I don't want to push down too hard here, damage the components, but that's fine. And then this will fold back over, right? So I'm going to use my hands for that. And just, there we go. Nice click there. So that's clicked into place. Okay. And I'm just going to push down with my finger a bit so the adhesive can do its thing. God, can you imagine you do all this and there's a faulty screen? I should have tested the screen first. You'll definitely want to shoot yourself afterwards. Right, I'm already forgetting how I put the rest of it together, but hey, what can I say? All right, so yeah. Oh, let me make sure that's in. Yeah, okay, so look, I'm gonna zoom back out a little bit as well because I got a feeling you're gonna miss stuff. So sorry you can't see the fine details, but like I said, really seeing that you'd need a microscope or something, and I haven't got that rigged up yet. I will sort that out at some point. Okay. Right. Okay, memory, don't fail me now. Now, I think, so the first thing I took off was the home button thing. This seal here that holds everything in place, right? So that's the first thing I'm going to put back. And of course I've got to remember which screws. Screwdriver. These are the screws that have like 3 prongs, I think. Is it this one? Or is it not? Hang on. No, that's not it. It's got to be this one. Okay. Alright. So let's get that in. I'll just put that in lightly for now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So keep it in order. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put the last one in. So, yeah, there we go. Again, I haven't fully tightened it. Right now, what is really important is to get that home button to screw in, otherwise it's going to just fall out the other end. It's already falling out, so I'm going to lift this up and try and line that up. And okay, that took, so I'm happy about that. Let's get this screw in. Okay, let's just double check, tighten. You don't need to over tighten these, but just make them reasonably firm. You don't want to shred the thread. Right, so I'm happy with that. And let me just make sure it's still on camera. Yep. So I don't know if you can see it, but this screw here goes here, but it doesn't go on until I've put the heat frame thingy-majiggy on. Sorry, if you're looking for technical terms, I'm not your guy. If it was a MacBook or a PC, sure, no problem, but not on a phone. So that threads through here. Okay, let's see. So that will sit like that. Gotta be real careful with these codes. Like I say, I will cry if this is a faulty screen. I really should have tested it first. So if you do it yourself, make sure you just test the screen before you start transplanting things. At least just to see if you get a display and touch. Right, so I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to get this screw in at the bottom here. Okay, it's fine. I can't seem to... There we go, pull the cable out. It was sticking out here, so I thought that didn't feel right. So we got that there. They did have a bit of tape here holding that down to stop it moving around, which makes sense. So I'm going to put a bit of tape there, but I've got some Captain tape. Do I really need Captain tape, or will just regular tape do, or some black electrical tape maybe? I like the fact that it's black. Every time I see Captain tape inside a repaired device, unless it's absolutely necessary, I just think it looks wrong. I like to make it try and look as good as the original. So I'm going to use some electrical tape instead, okay? It will do the trick. If anybody knows better than me as to why I shouldn't use electrical tape and I should use Captain, please let me know, because I'm always happy to learn from people. I'm going to go down this way and cut it long ways like this. Radio. So let's get that up here. Okay, make sure that's there. How did the original one look? So the original one, the tape was actually built in. So I'm going to flip that round and make sure that's reasonably straight, and I'm just going to, they didn't cover the top end, so I'm just going to push down in there just to do it the way they did it. I was going to go over the top onto here, but you know, because I don't really know what I'm doing, I'd rather just try and copy what Apple had done, because I'm sure they know best. So let's just do that. Okay, there was no tape over this section, so I'm just going to copy. There you go. Right, so you can see how if you go through all this and the screen doesn't work, how you'd want to cry, right? So, okay, I just realized something. Something is wrong. Can you see what I've done wrong? I can. Okay, so that screw under there needs to come out and go over the top. And that's why life sucks. So let's just take this, get the right screwdriver first. It doesn't matter, it's all good, it's all good. It's all good. Is it the same for that? There's that. Oh, and that one too. What? Okay. Well, I did tell you I don't fix phones normally, but at least I'm doing a thorough job, you know. I'm not botching it and saying, right, I'll leave it as it is. Hey, I'm honest to myself. That's one good thing about me. I don't lie to myself. Right, so let's get this. If I just raise that up, I should be able to get these screws out, no problem. With the right screwdriver, of course. Keep that there. Geez, I tell you do need really good vision for this if you're not using a microscope. So I don't want that to move. So I'm just going to pop that screw there quickly. Take that one out. Okay. Let's get that down there. Jeez, I cannot see. Should have gone to Specsavers. Oh wait, I did. Right, so let's make sure that's happy. Oh, actually, no, wait a minute. I have a feeling that one's okay. I think that one, it doesn't sit flush. That doesn't make sense to me. I think that has to go under. So, okay, so happy days. I need to get this one out and under. So the best way to do that, you know, I'm just gonna quickly check the iFixit website. One sec. I don't want to get that bit wrong. Hold on. Where are we? Okay. Go back. Screen, front camera, screen digitizer. Here we go. Okay, no, touch sensor. Even better. Right, let's quickly scroll down. Ugh. Keep going. Oh, here we go. What's that? No. Right, come on. Oh, here we go. Let's have a look. Sorry, I can't show you this. I wish I could. Right, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, that doesn't. And then, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Yeah, I think they both go. Yeah. Okay, so this bracket has to go on top of that. So let's take that off. Cool, that's a real bummer. I wonder if there's a quick way to do that. If it goes on top, I could possibly, I'm trying to think of a shortcut now so I don't have to remove the home button again. And I think I've got a way to do this, but now I've taped the cables down, it might not be possible. I might have to untape the cable and try it. Let's see how much play I've got here. So I just need to, okay, right, yeah. I don't know if you know what I'm doing. I'll explain in a sec. Let me just focus here because I'm going to screw something up. So basically, oh, that's pretty tight. That's pretty tight, man. Let's do it the proper way. Hang on. So this bracket should have gone in first. This heat sink, whatever you want to call it. So yeah. So let's get this out. Put that there. And see if I've got a bit of lift. I've got lift there, but not here. It's too tight on the home button. So I will have to take that screw out. There we go. Pop that one out. Keeping the screws in order so I don't lose track of what I'm doing. So this comes out first. Come on. That's it. Now this bracket, this heat thingamajiggy, goes in first like that. Alright, let's pull the cables through again so they're not crushed. Alright, so that goes like that. See, that's what I did wrong. And then this goes on top like so. There we go. I think the first one I want to try and do is capture the home button. Let's just get that screw on. Hang on. Come on, little screw. There you go. Oh, okay. Please tell me this is the right screwdriver. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I need to get that home button to... Good, I've got it. I'm not going to over tighten it. And I just get the others into place. Try not to push hard on the screen, of course, because I don't want to crack it. Okay, that there as well. And then we've got this one. Here. That's it, that will line up. And then finally, I'll loosen the screws a little bit just so I can line up the heat sink, what do we call it, heat dissipator. So just do that and make sure these cables are good, because I don't want them sticking out. Okay, yeah, just loosen these a bit. You can see that hole's a bit out, so I want to kind of try and line that up as best as possible, but I have to loosen first. Loosen and loosen. There you go, that can line up, that's better. So now I can get this screw in. Like that. Cables are tucked away, okay. And just go through and tighten these up a bit. Okay, that one came out completely, so let's get that back in. Okay. Okay. Right. I think that's okay. Gosh, what a pain. I hope that was on camera. Yeah. Okay. Let's get rid of this. So we're good there. Let's make sure that's actually caught underneath. So there you go. That's better. Right. Now I'm going to get the side screws in to hold that thermal pad down. What is that thing called? Let me find out what this is called. It's to get rid of heat. I know that, but I can never remember what it's called. Bracket. All right, hold on. Let me find out. What is it called? What is it called? Oh, come on. Speaker bracket, okay. Did I take? Let me focus. Light sensor. What is that? It's an EMI shield. Oh, I see. So I guess it's to electromagnetic induction? No, probably. Let's find out. So it's blocking any interference. Yeah, electromagnetic interference. So this shield is not about the heat. It's to block electromagnetic interference. Right. So basically, where the logic board sits underneath, perhaps, and the battery and all the processes, they produce electromagnetism, and it could have an effect on the screen. So this is there to block it. Or, and I'm not sure about this, it could be blocking anything from outside going into the phone, but I think it's the other way around. But anyway, that's what it is. It's an EMI shield, not a heat shield, as I thought. All right, anyway, cool. My point is I want to get the screws back in on the side. And then I've got to move the earpiece over. And then I can test it and find out if the screen works. And if it doesn't, well, I'm going to cut the video dead and cry, because then I have to get another screen. So that goes in there. So we got, hang on, 1, 2, 3. And I've got 1, 2. So I need 3 plus 2, 5, which I've got. Okay, let's do it. Space them out evenly before I tighten them up. Man, I'm not sure how you pause a video on an iPhone. I know you can stop it, because I do want to go and have a break. This has kind of done my head in. It's not my regular type of work, so obviously for someone that really knows what they're doing, they could probably whiz through if they do it all day long. But for me, I've got to be slow, and I'm just using visuals and trying not to reference iFixit too much, because it just takes too long to read everything. But there we go. Let's get that in there. Hang on. Okay, I think that's gone in. That should be one more screw. Yeah, there it is. Okay. And breathe. Right, so I have got another screw up there. And to be honest, I've already forgotten where that screw comes from. Hang on. Why did I put it up there? So I've got, this is the original. Oh, I've got two. Oh, that makes more sense. Actually, yeah, because that means it comes from the earpiece here and the earpiece here. And I did say that the earpiece sits on top of this, so that's fine. So let me pop them up there. Okay, so now it's the earpiece. Boy, I wish I could pause the video right now and go and have a break. This has done me in just getting to this bit. I guess if you do it a few times, you know, you'll be okay. But so this bit is crucial as well, because yeah, you don't want to damage anything here, and you want to transfer all the light sensors over and stuff. And again, it's got delicate cables. So I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Let me just make sure you're still on camera. Yeah, and I really apologise that I can't zoom in, because when I'm zooming, as soon as I move the phone, it goes out of picture. So again, so these are the two screws I've got here for that. God, this is going to be fun. Right, so let's see. I think that's right. Let's have a look. If you can hear chit chatter in the background, that's my daughter in the other room. So here we go. Okay. Okey-doke. Let's see, does that actually... Alright, so that's the bracket for it. Yeah, okay. So 1, 2, I've got to remember that's the bracket. this I would like to do under the microscope, but I'm trying to do it here. I've got to remember how all this goes, because this whole thing has to move over, right? And we've got the glass there, and got the speaker. This is all okay. So I've got to remember the order of this stuff as well, man. Horrible, horrible job. Okay, let's see. So that goes there. So this goes down first, and this goes down next, and this goes over the top. So I'll forget. What the hell? Right, hang on. So that stuff. That bracket stays there, that stays there. This cable comes over, definitely. And the question is, can I get under here? Let's have a look. Just going to spin this round. You know what? I'm just going to put my super specs on for close-up work. I don't know, these things. I think they'll be quite helpful once I can give them a wipe. Okay, that's definitely better. I'm just going to get my super fine tweezers from somewhere so I can get under the tape without ruining it. Question is, where is it? Right, here. Okay, let's see. Hopefully I can get under this tape. There we go. Gosh. Yeah, I'm just sliding it underneath because I think okay, this is weird. Have I missed something here? Oh no, I haven't. It's all good. So, alright, let me use the... Now that I've made a bit of an opening there, I'll come in with the safer tweezers and just work away the glue. Okay. Okay. God, this is mental. This is mental. Oh, it looks like I also need to transfer the metal connectors here. Right, so I'm going to spin that around. Looks like this whole assembly comes out. How am I going to get in there now? Oh, I see. This whole bit comes out, right? Okay, got to be careful. Really careful. Don't want to tear this now. Let's just use... Where's my spud? Let's get in here. Come on. No, that's not the right angle to come in at there. Let's try this way. Too dark. That's a real crap. Let's see. Let's try it this way. If I lift it up slightly. And there's a lot of reflection here. I'm struggling. Okay. Okay, come on, baby. Alright, that's up. So, again though, gotta make sure that I remember how it all goes back. Right? Right, so that's up. So what's left? Holy crap-a-doodle. I need to come in. I hope my big head's not in the way, by the way. Let's see. I think this whole section lifts up from here. I've got to be careful. Okay. Right, hang on. Let me have a quick look here. Okay. I think I need to come in right under. Okay, that's kind of getting there. Let's see. Sorry if my head's in the way here, guys. Jeez, man, this is awful. This is where you need experience. Right, so this. Oh, I see. Hang on. There's actually a plastic thing it's stuck to here. So let's see. Oh. Okay. That's okay. That's just the sticky tape. All right. I think we're okay. I think. All right. So I need to. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I need to move a few bits over. So this has to come off somehow. I might have to warm it up. I'm not sure if I do move that plastic thing now. I think this is the equivalent of that, and this is the equivalent of that. So yeah, no, I don't need to move that over. Okay. So I think, yeah, I think that's good. Right, so I just need to right, let me get my fine tweezers and get the tape. sticky. Alright, let's see. Got to decide how this all goes back now. So let me see, that one would go in there. Okay. Oops. Let's try these. Okay. Great. Okay. Let's take the tape off here. Wow. This is not fun. I know you probably can't see anything here, so my apologies. I've got to get it done. Okay. Okay. Wow. It's important to push these things so they fit in the holes properly. And then okay, I'm a bit confused here now. So I'm doing something wrong. I'll work it out shortly. I think I'm gonna quickly reference iFixit. Hang on. Let's have a look. Ay, ay, ay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right. That's the bottom bit. Okay, that's the top bit. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Yep. I see what I've done wrong. So this bit doesn't go in yet. Let's rock that out. That goes there. Okay. And then the earpiece has to go in first, but let me line these up again. And that in. Okay. Just going to make sure that's sitting in the hole comfortably, right? It is. And camera goes in there. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And then what else? Right now I think it's just, yeah, this goes over here. My God, you can see how if this doesn't work, how depressed you'd be. There's a lot of work. I mean, I know if you do it all the time, you're good, but hey, like I say, I don't fix phones. Let's see, is it the right screwdriver? It is. Let's get this one in as well. Fiddly, fiddly fo. Hoo-ah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to test the screen, and if it works, I'm going to stop this video and do a second video showing you how I reassemble it all properly after replacing the battery, okay? Because I need a break. This has really done my head in. So if I get some life on the screen and the touch works and whatnot, I'll do the next video showing you how I replace the battery or blow the phone up, whichever comes first. Jeez, man. My eyes, they're terrible. What's going on? I don't... Let's put this down. Alright. Over tighten these. Yeah, I mean, I can see if you do this all the time, how you'd be okay, but bloody hell. Right, so I think that's it. That's all done. So what I'm going to do now is plug it back into the phone, plug the screen back onto the phone, and just keep my fingers crossed and basically hope that we get some sign of life, because I need a break. This has really done my head in, and afterwards I'll have to take all the sticky stuff off, but I'll show you all that. So let's get these super specs on. This is the camera thingy. Right, so let's do it. Hey. Okay, let's do it the way. What was it? First off, last on? Yeah. So last on, first off. No. Oh, shut up. I don't know what I'm talking about. I do, but let me concentrate. Okay. This sucks. Relax. That's not the screen cracking, that's the plastic cover on the screen, which I'll take off in a sec once I'm happy the screen works. Right, you're not going to see much of this, I'm really sorry, but let's just see. This bit sucks. You can really mess up these connectors and take components off the board if you're not careful. So let me just focus for a bit. Okay. Okay, so that's the earpiece and the camera plugged in. And let's move over to the digitizer and LCD cable. And then lastly, the battery. I am not doing a phone again. I hate this. Okay, you can hear that nice click. I just wiggle it around a bit until I find where it kind of sits comfortably, and then I try it out. I just push a bit down and see what happens. Come on, this one's hard. This one's not lining up straight, that's why. Okay, let's try a different angle. Nope. Don't force this, by the way, because you will cause damage. You'll get a feel for if it's in the right place, and then you can just try it gently. Kind of move. This one's struggling. Yeah, I'd rather take my time. And then there you go. Nice, definite click there. Okay, so I've got all three cables in: LCD, digitizer, and the earpiece and the front camera. So now I'm going to put the battery in. Okay, that's in. All right, so now I want to try and switch the phone on. If it doesn't come on, then I'll cry. No, if it doesn't come on, I'll plug the charger in. But let's see. All right, power. Okay, nothing. Power. Okay, maybe a cable's not sitting right. Maybe it's not on. Let me try. Let's take these off. Let me just put a charger in. Oh my, come on. Do I have? Yeah, actually, hold on, because I've got a little device that tells me how much current it's pulling, so I know if the battery's pulling anything. So let me just plug that in first. Sorry, it's this here. It's like an ammeter and a voltmeter. I'm going to put it into the MacBook charger and it'll light up and tell me if the thing's pulling any current, right? So let's put that in. Come on. Right, let's do that. Okay. Okay, there you go. Thank God for that. So you can see the Apple logo. Cool. Yeah, sorry I can't show you the meter. I really got to get better at this, but hey, my second video, and it's a long video. Right, so I'm just going to punch in the code, and the touch works. I'm going to just check a few things like the camera, and I hope that'll be good. Right, that's the back camera. I didn't touch that, so I'm assuming that's fine. There you go, you can see it. It's the front camera that I replaced, and there we go, we've got the front camera. Don't worry about that. Hey, okay, so you can see my fingers, you can see the front camera works. I will test the speaker and everything later. I'll have to make some kind of call with it, but I'm assuming that's going to be fine. All right, I'm just going to power it off now. I'm going to go and have a break, and I'll come back and replace the battery, and then I will install the screen back on with the water resistant seal. Okay, so thank God for that, and yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in a bit. Ciao.